Well, the garden isn't the only reason to be excited this time of year. Something came in the mail today. We're super excited. Hey everybody, welcome back to Living Traditions Homestead. This is Kevin and Sarah. Well, you know, this time of year, it's exciting because we're getting all of our plants ready for the garden, but there's something else that happens this time of year that is pretty exciting as well. At least for me, I really enjoy this time of year because it's the beginning of meat bird season. So today, we got a call from the post office that our first batch of Cornish cross chicks arrived today. So we went and picked them up at the post office, and I've got them inside the brooder, still in their box. I thought I'd bring you along as we go in and open them up.
Let's go.
Okay, so here's our box of chicks. We just got back from the post office, and while we were there, I have to tell you, we also checked our P.O. box, which we don't check real often, but when we were in town, we checked the P.O. box. And one of our subscribers, who's actually over in Arkansas, sent me this awesome homemade, handmade knife. I wouldn't call it homemade. I mean, this thing is like killer. Their name is River Mountain Homestead. I know that they also just started a YouTube channel. They're building an off-grid home, and they are, I saw that they just got their garden area set up. So definitely go over and check them out. It's Kevin and Angie over at River Mountain Homestead. I mean, this knife, you guys, this is amazing. Thank you so much, Kevin. This is going to come in handy for a lot of things around the homestead. For now, we're going to use it to open up the chicks. Now, we order all male chicks, all roosters, from Whelp Hatchery. We've used just about every hatchery you can imagine throughout our course of homesteading, and Whelp is the hatchery that we use now exclusively for everything that we can. If you go to their website, you'll see they have great pricing. They ship for free. And if you go ahead and place an order, it'll ask you where you heard about them. Just say Living Traditions Homestead. They're actually running a deal right now where they will give us a little credit toward our next order, I think. So I wouldn't recommend them if they weren't really the best. Now, if you guys watched the series that I did last summer on exactly how we raise our Cornish cross chickens, it was an 8-week series. I took you along every week throughout the entire process. I'll put a link to that up here, but it was a very in-depth series, so I'm not going to go over everything again this year, but let's go ahead and open these up, and we'll see what we have going on. So we ordered 50 of them. This year our goal is to do 4 rounds of 50, so we're raising 200 chicks this year. And we're out in our brooder area right now. I've got 3 250 watt heat lamps because it's still getting down into the 30s at night. And then I've got their food and water set up. We just use, to start with when they're little, we use these 1 gallon waterers. Make sure you put some apple cider vinegar in their water, just a teaspoon or 2, and that will help with any issues that they may have. And it almost 100% eliminates the risk of them getting what's called pasty butt. I talk about that in my series from last year. So when you get new chicks, the first thing you want to do, first of all, is look, make sure that they're all alive. It looks like they are. Looks like they all arrived okay. The next thing is that you want to take them out one at a time, and you want to just dip their beak in their water so that they know where their water is. And you can see right away they learn how to start drinking. These guys are 2 days old, so they've never had food or water before. So you're their mom. You need to teach them how to do things. And then I have a little feeder in here for them as well. Now we always put their water inside of one of these pans. These are water heater pans, and this way if they make a mess, it stays in here and it doesn't get all of their bedding wet. It makes a big difference in how clean the brooder area stays. So I'm just going to go through these guys one at a time and show them where their water is. and they'll start to explore and figure out where their food is as well. Especially, you just show one, set one over by the feeder. If he finds food, the rest won't be far behind. Now with these water heater pans, they're shallow enough that even when they're day old or 2 days old like this, you can see they can make it out easily and they can make it back in. So it's very important that they're able to get over to their heat lamp to get warm. There's kind of a misconception, I think, that they need to stay at 100 degrees all the time, no matter where they are in their brooder. That's not true. They can move to areas that are cooler. They just always have to have the option to go back to where it's warm so that they can warm up before they go around again. Just like if they were with their mom, they'd be nice and warm, you know, when they're cuddled up with their mom, but they'd be running around, you know, out in the field too, where, you know, chances are it wouldn't be 100 degrees. At least not since we've left Arizona. So I'm just going to get all of these guys set up here, show them all where the water is, and as soon as I'm done with that, we'll come back and I'll show you how, look at, they're already climbing inside the feeder. I guess they're happy and healthy. We're going to get these guys squared away, and then we'll come back and show you once they're all running around.
Let's go take a peek at the chicks. Well, it looks like the chicks are doing great. I was a little concerned about them when we first brought them home because they were pretty cold and they were all sitting huddled up under all of the lights, but now they are acting much more normally. They come underneath the lamp to warm up and then they go play or eat or drink or whatever. So that is pretty exciting for us. So we will check in with these chicks from time to time during their stay with us. And I hope you enjoy seeing how these animals will grow up and how we're taking care of them. It's just kind of like life on our homestead, you know, raising meat to sustain our family. We really enjoy it. If you enjoyed this video and you have not subscribed yet, now is a perfect time to hit the subscribe button below. If you are one of our dedicated traditionalists who watches us every time we put out a video, thank you so much for joining us. Before you go, we'd love to hear your comments or questions in the area below. And if you like this video, go ahead and share it with your family and friends. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for stopping by the homestead. Take care and God bless.